Yes, we're back. We're back. Yes, guys, we are back. Guys, if you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. And also, don't forget, we also go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is our vertical live days. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. It is Panel Wednesday. Hakeem Jordan, what's cracking like? What's cracking like? What is cracking like?
You already know what time it is. We get into the bag.
Yeah, I'm fine. I know y'all hear stuff over here at Los Angeles. How we having all these fires over here. It's yesterday. I didn't seem like that. 24 hours later, yeah, it's a mess over here. But we won't get into it later on. But other than that, let's go. Let's get it. Let's get into it.
Whoa, man. The year just started. We on with week number 2 of the New Year's. And look at that. Wildfire disaster all across the board. And lost, man, California and New York and New Orleans. God forbid something else happening in Miami. We don't want nothing to happen. But our prayers, of course, and our condolences go out to people in Los Angeles. You got our love, especially over here on the Chaos Culture Radio side, because Jordan's actually over there. So, like I always say, we speak about this a lot. Make sure you guys are safe. Embrace your loved ones because you never know when it might be it. But man, Los Angeles look like the last days on earth, man. That thing is dark. I was like, what in the world is going on? But we all gonna talk about that. But our prayers do go out for you guys that are staying in the Los Angeles area. And Ruthless, I think, also is in the Los Angeles area too.
Yeah, he's
so I'll make sure to reach out to him as well. Make sure he's okay. Not only that, but we're gonna give a shout out to the Chaos Culture Radio family. Shout out to the lovely Mimi, co-host of the Sightseeing Avengers, also in the building. Shout out to Ashton Williams, the creator of Sightseeing Avengers, is also in the building. Shout out to those watching us on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, make sure you follow. It's so very important for you guys to follow so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble and also X. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So that being said, because we got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of stuff to cover. Sports. Jordan, what's going on in the sports world, big dog?
Let's go. Let's get. We already know NFL weekend. We'll get that on, on Friday. But let's get into the NBA. So we haven't really talked about it, about the Jimmy Butler situation of how Jimmy Butler, he wants to get traded, and Jimmy Butler's not happy with the Miami Heat. And he wants to get traded. And so there's tension with, Jimmy Butler and the Heat organization. We'll see who'll get traded either before the trade deadline or in the summertime. But Gilbert Arenas, he went on his podcast and really blasted on Pat Riley over the Jimmy Butler suspension because, if you guys don't know, Jimmy, after Jimmy Butler request to be traded, the Heat organization put a 7-game suspension on Jimmy Butler for a mid-trade request. So go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip from Gilbert Arenas, and after that, we'll chop it up. Yeah, Ashton, I'm good over here in my area.
We are Showtime. You're nobody. He was right.
Yeah.
He moved to the Knicks. He ain't doing nothing. He moved to Miami, right? He got Shaq. He got Dwayne Wade. He came and got Shaquille O'Neal. Then they brought a whole bunch of other players to help win. You can't pretend you that guy. It's them.
Listen.
You're not bigger than them.
Yeah.
You're pretending you are.
You see the interview?
They left. LeBron came. They won a championship. You can't pretend you're bigger than LeBron. LeBron leaves, this shit crashes. Jimmy Butler comes, he gets you to the championship. If he tells you, bring me one more star, motherfucker, bring him one more star.
Yeah.
Because if he can get you to the championship with this, bring me one more star, I got you. So for you to pretend that you are the Heat culture and you can do this, you're lying.
Yeah.
Because when he leaves, motherfucker, nobody's coming there.
I got these.
Nobody's coming to. You got South Beach. We are Showtime. You're nobody. He was right.
Yeah.
He moved to the Knicks. He ain't.
So yeah, that was Gilbert Arenas talk about the Jimmy Butler situation, and then have to get suspended, and then going over the history of the Miami Heat, how when Shaq was there, they won the championship D-Wade, and then a couple years later, you got rid of Shaq. And then you got LeBron and Chris Bosh over here, went 4 straight finals, won 2 championships. And after that, LeBron, he left, and then they went downhill. And then also D Wade, he left, which is Chicago. They came back to the Heat, and also with the Jimmy Butler situation, how he got it with the Miami Heat with the 2 finals, and now after the 2 finals, he doesn't. If you get one superstar, they'll be talking with the Knicks and also the Boston Celtics, but Jimmy Butler's not happy here, and so if he's not getting his money or get a quality star so they compete for the championship, he wants to get traded. So go ahead, Ronnie. What Gilbert Arenas was saying about Jimmy Butler, does he have a point or no?
Yes, he does have a point. One thing a lot of people really was criticizing Pat Riley for is not paying his people. One of the people that he didn't even play is the legendary Dwayne Wade. Remember, he cut him, Dwayne Wade, who kind of built Miami Heat with Shaq and also the Big Three. He cut Dwayne Wade because he didn't pay him. And Dwayne Wade didn't even want to leave. Dwayne Wade say, hey, I deserve this money. I deserve, I work so hard. I bought championships over here. I bought fans over here. And then that's how you treat me? Yes. So Pat Riley is known for doing that. So that's why I told people Jimmy Butler always have a point. He has a point. But this is my thing is Jimmy Butler still getting paid though, compared to what Dwayne Wade is getting paid. So I'm like, if you're a ball player and they pay you that type of salary, even though you may not like this organization, there's stuff you're supposed to do in the back end, but still, when you're on the court, play. That's my only criticism when it comes to Jimmy Butler. But everything else, Jimmy Butler he does have a point. But right now, he's just being a big baby, and I'm like, as a man, especially as someone that's getting paid that type of salary, you're supposed to go in there and say, I'm a ball, and I'm gonna deal with this in the back end where nobody don't need to know. Because now it kind of makes the organization look bad, and also make the NBA look bad as well. Nobody has to suspend him for 7 games to see what they're gonna do with him. Go right ahead, I can't.
If people can remember when Alonzo Mourning, Muggsy Bogues, and them here, Pat Riley, this is Pat Riley Blue Book. Pat Riley is like a person who runs day labors, pay you the lowest amount of money and get you to do the most work. Miami has been suffering under his tenure. He's been able to bring the stockholders much more money by paying his people pennies when other people are getting hundreds of millions of dollars. And he just tell you, you're not bigger than the program. So after looking over this, I say I feel bad for Jimmy and I feel bad for the Heat. Tyler Hero ain't gonna do nothing. Tyler Hero, he throwing his shades the other day because he made a couple shots. Go ahead. Go ahead.
As you know with Pat Riley, he's a very, very tight person when it comes to being the general manager of the Miami Heat. Then he brought in the big Heat of the Heatos, with 4 straight championships and two championships with LeBron James, D Wade, Chris Bosh. Yeah, sure, but the thing is like what's after LeBron went with his 4 finals and everything. He saw how that he doesn't have that much power. Then Pat Riley not giving so much power for LeBron to use and everything. And as LeBron James, one of the best in the world at the time, and still is at the time. He has a little bit more power of the type of player he was. So that's one of the reasons that he left the Miami Heat was because of Pat Riley, and also not really putting his boys in there. That's LeBron James hanging around him with the Rich Pauls, Maverick Carters and everything. Pat Riley didn't like that. That they have more input when it comes to put more input to the organization, and that's why when LeBron James left, and also not to really take care of Dwayne Wade. And that was funny to me. Like, how you gonna take care of Chris Bosh, but not take care of Dwayne Wade? That's odd to me, and that was a big red flag right there. Now with the Jimmy Butler situation, he at the time, he was with the Chicago Bulls. Then he got traded to Minnesota Timberwolves. Then he got traded to the Philly. He wanted to sell to Philly, but they wanted to pay another player, and that's why Jimmy Butler went to Miami. Now, like I said, when Jimmy Butler went to Miami, he took the Heat to the finals twice. And to me, nobody would have thought about that, So Jimmy Butler and that team overachieved and everything. From my eyes, to everybody's eyes, and everything. And now, if Jimmy Butler can take you to the finals, why not add another player? Why not look for a Kevin Durant? Why not look for a Damian Lillard? At the time last year, Damian Lillard really wanted to go to Miami, but unfortunately, Portland Trailblazer in Miami, he couldn't make that happen. So where did Damian Lillard went? He went to the Milwaukee Bucks and everything. So, and it just shows history of what Pat Riley's for the past 2 decades of how he handles these organizationally, and it does hurt the Miami Heat in a way. So, Gabriel Reese does have a point. I really feel like that Jimmy Butler, I don't think he's gonna get traded, soon. I think he might get traded more towards the end of the summertime, because I really don't think any suitors gonna be out there, because Phoenix wants Jimmy Butler, but Pat Riley don't want Bradley Beal because he has a big contract. And also Bradley Beal has no trade costs and everything. So I can see this more a trade come over in the summertime, but it just shows like the Heat organization is like, it's like if you can't get any players, like, Pat Riley, I know you're a great GM and everything, but you really got to spend some money to get these players. If you don't, a lot of players not gonna want to come to Miami. And Miami, it's a lovely city. It's lovely.
No, I think players gonna still come to Miami. It's Miami. Beautiful weather, beautiful women, beaches, you name it. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those that's watching us right now on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And also Rumble and X. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me get a couple of people shout outs here also in the building. Shout out to Wahai, that's also in the building. And also Mr. Muhammad. Blessed be upon you. That's also in the building. Shout out to City Boy watching us right now on Instagram. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got 5 people right now watching us on X, on Ronnie Ron. We also have 5 people right now watching us on KR Culture Radio on X, and also shout out to the 5 people watching us right now on Rumble. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. That being said, I love every time I see the money topic, my hands just get hot. Money. Jordan, what's going on with the money? I can't already know. Boy, that's all I'll be thinking about is the money. Go right ahead.
All right, let's go. Let's get it. We're gonna talk about credit scores. So you guys don't know, a lot of states. I don't know about the federal, but I know a lot of states when it comes to like medical debt. When it comes to you went to the hospital, you got to, especially you got insurance. You got enormous amount of money and everything. And usually, if you don't pay your medical bills, it goes straight. It kind of hurts your credit score.
People don't know that, Jordan. That's exactly. Like that. People don't know that. You can ask Hakeem. People don't know that. Thank you for covering that. I promise you, people don't.
Now, a lot of states here, especially here in California, they're not going. When it comes to medical bills, they're gonna cut that off from your credit, so it won't hurt your credit score. So since they're gonna cut that off, we're gonna see a lot of people. Who does have, credit debt and everything. When it comes to your credit scores, you're going to see probably a boost up to your credit score, because you're going to see a lot of people, that has debt when it comes to medical debt, not into their their credit no more. It won't affect their credit. So other than that, we got the clip for Yahoo Finances, going a little deeper depth in it. And after that, we'll chop it up.
The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, or CFPB as you know them in your hood, announcing today a new finalized rule banning unpaid medical bills from being included on Americans' credit reports. Here with the details, we've got Yahoo Finance senior reporter Jordan Weissman. Jordan, what do we know?
This is a high priority for the CFPB under Director Rohit Chopra. They've been working on this rule since the summer, and they've been kind of dealing with this issue of medical debt for a while now. This particular regulation was something they put together kind of in partnership with Vice President Kamala Harris, who was very interested in medical debt. And what it would do in theory, if it's ever implemented, is it would ban credit reporting agencies from including your unpaid medical bills, your unpaid hospital and doctor's bills that have gone to collections on your credit report. And this is sort of the continuation of what's been a gradual process The credit reporting agencies like Experian, TransUnion have already agreed in recent years to limit their use of medical debt in credit reporting. For instance, they already agreed to not include medical bills that were less than a year old. They agreed to not to include medical bills that were under $500. Oftentimes because patients would get a bill and then contest it, dispute it, and it was sort of unfair or in a lot of people's view, for people to have that then kind of tarnish their credit. So this could be a big deal that this is now a blanket national ban that would be in place that would say no medical bills, no medical debt would impact your credit.
I love it. I love it. Beautiful bill. Yes, I'm for it. But I know we're not. Go ahead, Jordan. You was gonna say what? Oh, you muted.
Go ahead, King. What's your take? My bad.
So, for somebody who studied credit, and I've taken my credit in that, most of it was hospital bills and paying off collections. And sometimes it could be something as simple as just they sent a bill, they sent it too late to your house, you wasn't able to pay it. So this is going to be a game changer for a lot of people to have access to money.
Yes.
Because 90% of people is either collections, evictions on their records, or something like that. And when we start that, it's going to start evening out the playing field and being able to know what to do with their credit. So this would be a beautiful thing.
Yeah, that's why I say a lot of people fail to realize that when it comes to medical bills, they thought it would not show up on your credit. Yes, that's why it was talking about a lot of people from getting homes, a lot of people trying to try to get career opportunities because now some companies are checking your credit scores, and your medical bills will show up. So this bill right here is going to relieve a lot of America, and now that give them that freedom, like, oh, I don't have to worry about that stress anymore. However, they're also going to probably put into law, which is going to force more Americans to start getting more medical coverage with your employers. I don't know why Americans don't do that. Get your medical covered with your employers. You're going to save a lot of time, energy, and money. Because when that time comes for you to try to go and purchase a home, you don't have to have that stress to worry about, oh, I don't know if me not paying my medical bill will show up on my credit score. Because I remember that was one of the biggest issues a lot of Americans was facing last year because they were trying to purchase homes and their credit score was so low. And people were like, why is my credit score so low? They will go to a credit repair person, and that's the first they would say. They say, hey, your medical bills. Yep. You didn't pay this for several months.
Yep.
It's bring your credit score down. What? Because nobody told them anything about it. That was how I loved it that Jordan covered it. This is so very, very important. We just saved somebody today. Yeah, I'm being honest. We just did. Go right ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, this is very huge. This is very huge. Women, when they, get pregnant and, go deliver the babies, and they have, medical bills after that. We stay in the hospital for a couple of days. People that have surgeries, from ACLs, knees, whatever, all that type of things. When it comes to, people that are sick or have a disease like cancer or heart attack or heart disease or something like that, they have, huge medical bills right there. They got to do surgery, all that type of things. And really to see that, this is a really, really big thing that, it's not going to affect your credit scores. It's huge because, it's like I said, because like a lot of people don't know, it's like medical bills, when you have like surgery and stuff, it could be like thousands and thousands of dollars. And, and it takes a while to really clear that debt up, with that debt and everything. And a lot of people, they don't worry too much about, the medical bills, especially if you got really, really good insurance and everything, because usually insurance, they might take up to 70 or 80%. And then you got to pay the next 30 or 20% and everything, which it still could be a lot of money. But this right here, this is great, and people don't have to be like really stressed about it. I think, that's a huge relief for people that has medical bills and really take their time of paying their bills and not really knowing that it's really going to affect their credit score.
Yep, it really is. So I always tell people, do research. And how that, go get medical coverage with your employer. Sometimes it be like $20 a month. Sometimes even cheaper than that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shout out to Lord Spike Protein. He said one of the realest show on YouTube, y'all. Bro, Happy New Year's, big dog.
Woo!
Buddy, we missed you.
How you been, Low Spike Protein?
The really showing. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even think I never seen any show cover this
They
about the
won't.
medical about the critical with the medical.
Only
The
D.
only one that does it talks about it with Dave Ramsey, like financial shows, and also earn your leisures. But I'm glad that we covered this today because I'm telling you, this is the new year. People can get on the right track. I'm saying get your medical coverage with your employers. Sometimes it be $25. Depends on who you got. Get it. I'm telling you, it's gonna save you a lot of headache. A lot of headache. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those that's watching us on all the platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Make sure you guys follow. So very important for you guys to follow so you never miss it. And shout out to those watching us on Rumble and X. Yeah, happy New Year's to you too, my brother. Low Sprite Protein. You already know, hip hop. Boy, hip hop, I don't know, is this me? Or hip hop is full of a lot of drama and the year just started. It's drama. Look at Hakeem. Hakeem, you still want to be a rapper? With all the drama, they more drama than the women are.
I still want to be a rapper.
Go right ahead, Jordan.
Happy New Year's, Low Spike Protein.
Yeah, let's get into it. I got some. I got some news from to one of the topics I got text from. We'll get to that. So going to the hip hop. We go. Let's talk about Jim Jones. So Jim Jones was on a podcast, and he was discussing the friendship of Mace and Cameron because they have a podcast. It is what it is, and he's kind of has his eyebrow raised about their friendship because back in the past they wasn't so friendly like that, but now they're friends now and making money. He feels kind of eerie worried about it. But let's hear from Jim Jones. Go ahead, Akeem, play the clip, and after that we're gonna chop it up.
You've seen it before it happens, what you tell, like everything.
Mm-hmm. It started with Mace. He didn't do the right thing.
That's the one question I wanted to ask you. I'm a little bit too young to understand. Like I just was able to be like a teen.
I watched Mace on Cam and everybody around him.
Wow.
Like all the time. You heard? Like I was there the whole time, but I was Cam's man. You heard? Cam and Mace were so-called best friends, grew up together, and R.I.P. Huddy. Like I was there for everything. That's one thing that people can't never say is that I wasn't there for every single thing.
What was your problem with Mace? Like, how did that all happen? Because that was Cam, man, like you said.
Cam enemies were my enemies. Okay. Anybody Cam didn't like, I didn't like. And I already see how he was handled.
You seen it before it happens, what you tell, like everything.
Mm-hmm. It started with Mace. He didn't do the right.
So there you go. So he think Mace didn't do the right thing with Cam, but looking at their podcast, they're doing very, very well. They signed a deal last year, they're making a lot of money, but I guess Jim Josie in the long standard terms, it might end poorly. I don't know. That's what I'm kind of finding what his words of Jim Jones is talking about. But let's talk about it. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take?
I don't know. I don't think it might not end poorly because they don't come together on a podcast, come out to look look like very organic. That's why people go over to their podcast and people watch it. It seems like they have that, like they say, they used to be close growing up as teenagers. So I don't see no animosity towards him. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it seems like Jim Jones kind of like a little bit jealous. Look, Hakeem Shea. That's why it seems nice to me. I think he probably wanted to be part of the group right now because they're doing so well on the podcast, and he feel not being excluded because he was also really close with Cameron. So my thing is right now everything's going well. I never pray on another man's downfall. I would never do that, but it seems like that's why it seemed like to me like Jim Jones is like jealous right now of their success. And to me, he don't need to be jealous of their success. To me, he should learn how can I join in the program? Like teach me something I know about podcasting so I can probably do it for myself. but I don't think they have no form of animosity towards each other at all. And if they do, they know how to hide it very well because they podcast is doing numbers. Go right ahead, King.
What's up, Bobby? How you doing?
Yeah, hey Bobby. Shout out to Bobby, the lovely Bobby Brown that's also in the building.
So I want to just, no disrespect to Jim Jones, I just want to correct some things. He said he didn't do nothing right. Mace was the reason Cam got a record deal with Undiaz and got his first record label out there. Mace took him to a person who wasn't going to keep him in a messed up contract. I don't know what it is. These two individuals know each other since they were kids. Cam was giving Mace sneakers because Mace didn't grow up in he didn't have a lot of money. Mace talks about this. When people get money, everybody else who's broke has a perception that they are supposed to do. And this was what Mace was trying to explain. He didn't have everything to give Cam at that point. That's where the rift came because people expect. And they apologize. Mace and Cam know each other longer than Cam and Jimmy know each other. Brothers fight. Brothers have arguments. When you're talking about shitting on somebody, I'm confused. So, yes, I do think there's a little bit of jealousy and animosity. You think that people who've been knowing each other since they were 17 not going to get back together? They've been knowing each other since 17. Their families know each other. Mace still is hurting because he wasn't there at the most important point of Cam's life. Cam mama had passed away. You don't think they know? You don't think he wasn't in this lady house and them beefing and all that was just so he need to slow up a little bit. He need to slow up.
Shout out to Killer Swag.
Yeah.
Shout out to Killer Swag in the bill. Oh, sorry, I didn't even know you was done. Sorry, go right ahead.
He need to slow up and make up with Cam and Mace, so it could be a good thing. Like all this tough bravado stuff, we over 50 now. We don't need that. We're not back on the block anymore.
Yeah, I feel you on that, Hakeem. It's just odd to me, like, if you're gonna talk about Cam, Cam and Mace, you should be talking wonders about how successful they doing because they got together, they put the money down, they invest in good equipment, they invest into a studio. They got one of the best of the studios on any podcast I ever seen. They got high tech stuff in there. They stuff look like a real live studio. Like a nice little studio. So, when I'm seeing that, I'm like, okay, they put money in. They probably put maybe a couple $100,000, into investing that type of stuff and everything. So, and after that, they were doing really, really good. So I don't know why Jim Jones is saying what he's saying because it sounds being haterish. I would say it sounds like he hated. I mean. My thing is like Cam had this idea that he wanted to do the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that he might pitch the idea to Jim Jones, but Jim Jones probably didn't want to do it. So Cam found somebody that was really want to do it. Mace bought in. Mace they got together, made a podcast, and they doing the thing. They're doing the thing. They want a top sports podcast in the game right now. They up there. They're really, really up there. So, I don't like what Jim Jones was trying to spew at. It just sounded like he wanted to hate on it. And my thing is, why not hate? I'm with you, Ronnie. Like, find a way, learn from them and get your own podcast. Find somebody else that we get to all podcasts and talk about hip-hop.
But the problem is nobody gonna want to work with Jim Jones. That's the problem. Nobody like working with him.
Right, and that's the thing. Like, to me, he won't square where his pride, invest in the money. Find somebody to do a podcast where they talk about hip hop, which you're in the game, man. You have history in, but to me, it's like you should be hating like that. And my thing is like if one of your boys, we was at this set with Cam, who's doing something great, you should be talking about great things. We don't hear Joel Santana's talking about Cam like that or Mace like that. Joel's is silent. He just watching, them do a beautiful day on the podcast. So yeah, I didn't like that from Jim Jones saying something like that. I didn't.
Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. thank you guys so much for tuning in. You already know it is Panel Wednesday. Shout out to those that are all watching us on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, make sure you follow. It's so very important. It's so very important for you guys to follow so you never miss when we go live. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble and also on X. Right now, we're about to get ready to deep dive into different variety of topics. It is Panel Wednesday, so I can go ahead and drop the link. Panel Wednesday, you guys already know what Panel Wednesday is, but for all the new listeners, it pretty much give you guys the opportunity to join in on the panel with us. I will deep dive to these different variety of topics. But we thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I got shout out to you guys always showing us love and also sharing our content. That being said, go right ahead, Jordan. Do your thing, big dog.
All right, let's get into my neck of the woods. So if you guys don't know or do know, we having, fires over here in Los Angeles. And it started yesterday. I remember taking my wife to work. Before I got off work, I took my wife to work and then headed toward Pasadena. It was windy. It was very, very windy in the area. So I kind of knew that, we called it the Santa Ana winds, that it was going to be a windy day. So I took my wife, to work, whatever. We didn't hear no fires until later on to the evening when, we hear from 3 areas of LA counties of there would be fires. And now from here to now, like in the Pasadena, Altadena area, it's been over 1,000 acres has been burned down. Schools is burnt down, apartment complexes, businesses has been burnt down. Over in Pacific Palestine, which is over there by Malibu, majority of houses burned down, businesses burned down there as well. A lot of celebrities live over there, and then also up in the valley, close to the city. What's the city? City of Selmar in that area. Also, the stuff is burning down and everything as well. Yeah, man, we're right now. In LA, it's very, very chaotic right now. We still have a lot of really burnt clouds up in the sky, which is the sky's not clear, because it's supposed to be a clear day today. And, right now, LA County, we're going through right now. They are, those areas has been evacuated. And I just got a text that, Los Angeles and Hudson Parks, all around the parks that around Los Angeles, will be closed for the rest of today, and also the offices will be closed the rest of the day too. So, go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip, and also I had posted a story of the skies this morning we was looking at too. So go ahead and play the clips, Hakeem, and go ahead and play my story of the clips as well.
In Eaton, at that Eaton fire in Altadena, talking to a resident there, Carlos.
Hi, good morning, and we're speaking with Luis Garcia. He lives just a few blocks away. We're on Allen Avenue and Brook Bear. Your home is okay this morning. You're part of the evacuation orders, obviously, and your wife and your son are now in Alhambra with her parents, but you're staying behind.
Yeah, staying behind, just keeping an eye on the house, making sure whatever I can do, whether it's a little ember I can take care of, whatever. I'm just sticking around, making rounds. I've already helped a few neighbors. Clear some stuff.
You're one of the very few people we've seen this morning that are staying back and are protecting their homes. A lot of people are saying, you know what, let authorities take care of it. I'm going to go.
Too much can go wrong. Honestly, the winds are too strong. I don't trust it. I mean, as many trucks as you can put out here, you never know.
The wind is shifting fast. They're very strong. You don't know where the embers are flying. What goes through your mind when you think your house is part of this?
I keep a safe distance. One side of my street you can't leave. There's a tree that fell over. You can't really drive out that way. So the other way, I'm just kind of keeping a safe distance and seeing what I can do. I mean, we packed up as much as we can, taking a few loads, and
it's just heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is.
You've lived here for 4 years.
4 years.
You walk these streets, you hike these trails on a daily basis almost. Things are going to look very different when the fire is out. Eventually, when the sun comes up, many of these houses are not going to be there anymore.
Yeah, it's going to be a totally different picture, and I also think that it's going to get a little worse when the sun comes up. I think the winds are going to shift and stuff's going to go the other way.
Have you talked to any of your neighbors? Do you know of any of them losing their house? What do they tell you?
Yeah, all of my neighbors evacuated around the same time as my wife, like 8 p.m., 9 p.m., something like that. Haven't talked to them since.
8 p.m., we were speaking with fire officials. This area was actually okay last night. The fire was turning in a different direction. Fast forward to this morning, and it's a totally different story, man.
Totally different story, yeah. I don't know what to say. It's pretty nuts.
Multi-million-dollar homes burning to the ground, too.
Lots of them, dozens, a bunch of them. Yeah, sad.
These firefighters really trying their best to save these homes, but there's just not enough resources, not enough manpower, because the wind is so strong and they're shifting and the embers flying everywhere. You can't.
It's too unpredictable. Yeah, too unpredictable, really.
You've lived in this area for 4 years. You've seen Santa Ana wind events. You've lived through before, I'm assuming. This one is just so different.
Yeah, I mean, you see them. They never come this close. You figure you have enough flat and enough structures ahead of you, but it jumped a lot really fast. So we'll see where it goes.
Lisa, praying for your family. Hope your house is okay, and good morning. Thank you for everything. Again, they're on Allen Avenue and Brook Bear Road. This is the area where we're at this morning, Chris and Megan, and you can see several of these homes have burned this morning. This is the closest we can get because there are down power lines. Fire officials telling us to stay behind as much as we can. But again, these homes burned in the last 15 minutes or so because of those flying embers, the wind gusts that we get through this area. Again, many people that we've talked to, unlike Luis, saying, no, we got to evacuate. This fire is different. This Santa Ana wind event is different. Let's let the firefighters take care of this and do what they can to save my home. Very few that we've met this morning are deciding to stay back and protect their homes. Really is not much they can do, honestly. Firefighters are having a hard time putting these out, protecting homes. We know they prioritize structure protection, and there is a strategy in place for that, but they're having trouble because of the resources. Not enough manpower to do that. We were over on Braeburn Road just earlier. That's where the neighborhood we showed you, those houses actively burning, actively multi-million-dollar homes destroyed, burned to the ground. That area was okay just last night, and the fire shifted overnight, and now it's burning closer to the foothills, and these homes also have been destroyed. You can see the charred hillside as well, through the darkness as well. We can only expect this fire to continue to grow, more structures, more homes, more buildings to continue to burn as well. LA County Fire Department really trying their best and doing what they can to protect homes, to protect property, to protect lives, but there really is so much that they can do. They're hoping folks really heed these evacuations. We've been seeing the sheriff's department, the local police departments as well, knocking on doors, letting people know, hey, you gotta leave. Many who left last night are now coming back and checking on their homes, and they find that they're actively burning, like the gentleman we saw earlier on Braeburn Road just a few minutes ago. He checked on his home and it was burning, and he was devastated, crying on the ground with his wife, and it really is heartbreaking to see. We can only expect this to get worse. Chris and Megan, and we'll leave it with that. Send it back to you.
All right, Carlos Herrera, thank you so much. And it was really compelling to speak with someone or hear from someone who isn't leaving, who is, feeling compelled to stay and ride this out as long as that they possibly can.
However, we should mention LA City Fire. We spoke with Margaret Stewart earlier this morning. She tells people, please don't do that, because sometimes it can interfere with what the firefighters are trying to do. So you understand both sides.
Yeah, I'm not judging it. I'm just saying it was compelling talking to let's go.
Yes.
Go ahead,
Chris and Megan. Oh, if I could interrupt, I'm sorry. I'm glad you mentioned that. Because, again, I want to stress, there are very few people that we've met this morning, or we've seen, actually, and that tells you that people are listening, are evacuating, they're leaving, they're letting the firefighters, the authorities handle this. Very few people like Luis Garcia, who we just spoke with minutes ago, they're deciding to stay back. So, again, that's a good thing. People are listening to authorities and doing what they can to not interfere.
And what firefighters will tell you is, okay, you've chosen to stay, but if it gets really bad, you're going to rely on us to come save you. You know, after you chose to, and then now you're putting their lives in danger.
Exactly.
So that's where they're coming from with all of that. All right.
Oh yeah, go. Oh yeah, also go ahead. I sent you my my story that I put up too this morning on about the clouds too when I was at work. Yeah, so this is early in the morning, y'all. Crazy. They go to sunrise. So yeah, what I saw yesterday from today was definitely unexpected from us and also everybody in LA. And yeah, man, this was surprising because yeah, usually this is fire seasons, like it's not really around the season. It's usually around late of during the fall and the summertime and everything. But yeah, a lot of like I said, a lot of houses are burnt down, a lot of this business is burnt down. And remember too, guys, a lot of assurances like for housing insurance, that stopped 4 or 5 months ago. So we got to lead on the state on that. Also, I heard that there wasn't enough water in the fire hydrants for some reason, and then also the mayor of LA, she wasn't here at the time it happened too. So, it's a lot of conspiracy theories out there about stuff about why is this happening in this odd time as well, but also just putting the prayers out there, for people that lost their houses, their businesses. People are really really going through it. I know that my wife, where she works at, around the fires and everything, they're not in evacuation zone, but since it's still fires in the area, my wife right now she's working from home now. She's doing her shift, and a lot of people is working from home and everything. So I heard that one of my coworkers that his godson, that their school burnt down and everything, and then I have a couple people co-workers that live in the area, which they're still safe because they're not in the evacuation zone. But yeah, man, it's just a lot of stuff going on around this time. But go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take on this fires that's going on in my neck of the woods?
Like I said, this is gonna be a really serious conversation. Really serious conversation. Something that I will not joke about. I know this is not a conspiracy theory channel. Everything here we say we try to fact check everything, and we try to be, of course, gonna be opinion based. But based on me doing my research on what's going on in California, especially on the wildfire, of course, our condolences goes out to everybody that did lose your home. And please, for God's sakes, don't try to be superheroes to save your home. Those are materialistic things. Your life is more important to those homes. My gosh. That guy that stayed behind while his wife and children, bro, go be with your wife. I understand. Them things could get, those are materialistic things. You'll get your home back, especially with California and y'all home loan insurance. They don't play around with stuff like that. Y'all gonna get your home, but your life you're not gonna get back. There's really nothing you can do. Your home is gone, and it's sad to say it's gone. If it's gone, you get another home or move from LA. So I just want to make that clear. So those that stay in the LA in that over there in that county, don't be Superman. Just let it go. It's hard because I know you work so hard to get there, but let it go. Okay, now me and Jordan and Hakeem were talking about this in the back before the show started. So apparently there's been a rumor going on how the Los Angeles mayor Karen Bass cut, or they say supposedly they cut funding last year, which was $17.6 million from the um, LA Fire Department. And so I wanted, because that was a rumor, because especially what's going on right now with the wildfire. They say, how come there's not enough workers? How come there's not a lot of fire people out there trying to pull out the fire like they normally do? It's because supposedly they cut the funding. So us, of course, when they go do the fact check, and they found out that rumor was true. The funding was cut. However, she did put in the proposal to increase the funding by $800 million, which they tried to sign last year in June. So they're still waiting for that approval to go through. But at this point state of time, to me, California need to have a state of emergency. It doesn't really matter. They made objectives to make sure to get that fire out, because you do not want that thing to spread. It could hurt people's lungs, because remember, you inhaling that smoke in, it could damage your lungs. And remember, it's millions of people that lives in the Los Angeles area. I think over 4 million people. I could be wrong. Over 4 million people,
Way more
and
than
they
that.
sucking. We see way more than that, and they sucking in their lungs, and they're not trying to work swiftly and fastly. I should be a politician, Hakeem, and just go ahead and get it done. I don't know if they're trying to wait till Trump get into office. I don't know what they're trying to do, but no, they need to get this done very, very quickly. And this is not a game to play with, because you have little children, you have babies that's going to be born into this world, and they're going to have that type of, I forgot what they call it, inside their lungs, and that's not good. So that I'm saying, like, that this is not. So right now, a lot of people that do live in the Los Angeles area are upset at the fire department and also at the mayor. Go right ahead, Hakeem. Your comment.
So there's 18.42 million people in the greater Los Angeles area.
Wow. How many people actually live in that area? Do y'all know how many people actually live in that area?
Well, what's Hakeem's talking? He's talking about LA County.
LA County.
Oh, okay, LA County.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's talking about LA County in general. But when it comes to like the
That's still a lot of people.
It's a few millions here and there.
Yeah.
In some areas. But go ahead, Hakeem.
So what a lot of people don't understand, why you have people like that willing to stay back, the faith in the government has lost. This is all people have. Not sitting back and understanding, they probably don't want to go through FEMA. FEMA take long time to give checks back. They have a horrible track record, and I'm just allegedly saying this, and I've seen this with giving out checks, and insurance companies scrutinize you to get these things. So these people want to fight for what they have. They built over the years. Some people don't even have insurance on their houses. Let's be real about it. This is why would you stay back if you know, hey, everything is going to get paid off? I'll be running for the hills. But
LA doesn't play. I didn't mean to cut you off, but LA doesn't play. You have to have insurance in your house.
Okay, yeah, definitely. But what if people don't want to go through the scrutiny of getting that check and have to sit in the hotel? Or I'm going to stand here and fight for what I have. So that's my thinking, and I see that, okay, why is he standing back? He said, I just want to make sure this probably all he has. He doesn't want to go through none of that. He don't want no check, no nothing. He just want to be able to fight the fires and move back in.
When it comes to this, and this is not just about Los Angeles, but just in California in general. We always want to have some type of fires in Southern California or Northern California. And to me, I put more of the blame on Governor Newsom, because since he's been in office, he's never really addressed this problem when it comes to, forest fires from all around California. And also, I want to read this too. Donald Trump, he slammed Governor Newsom, and he put out a tweet and he said this. He said, Governor Gavin, no, he new scum. He didn't call him Newsom. He called him new scum. Refused to sign the water restoration declaration, but put, I'm sorry, the water restoration declaration put before him that would have allowed millions of gallons of water from excess rain and snow melt from the north to slowly delay into many parts of California, including areas that are currently burning in virtual apocalyptic way. He wanted to protect the essential worthless fish called a smelt by giving it less water, but didn't care about the people of California. Now, the ultimate price is being paid. He said, I would demand that this incompetent governor allow beautiful, clean, fresh water to flow into California. He is blamed for this. On top of it all, no water from fire hydrants, not firefighter planes, and true disaster. That's what Donald Trump put down. Yeah, and this boggles my mind too, because last year we had the most water we ever got, in the state of California, that, been rain and everything, and we saved that water into, restoration and everything. And my thing is, since we do have so much type of water that we saved from last year, why we're not using it, but to save these houses and everything, which is kind of odd to me. And and to me, Governor Newsom right now, he's not doing a good job when it comes to these fires. I mean, and I'm not just here, not here in LA, but all around California and everything. He really never had a plan to really, try to, save, forests in California, save houses in California, save businesses in California when it comes to stuff like that. Because, we have a season of this, but, right now we're out of the season, which makes it kind of odd, for me and for other people who live in Los Angeles, California. So, yeah, man. I mean, right now, out of the three areas that was hit, two Pacific Palestine, if I'm saying it right, the fire is done there. The majority of the fire is up over there by the Pasadena area. And, right now, it's still cloudy right now, and it's still burning and everything. It's still kind of windy, so it's still kind of windy to the state and everything. So, yeah, man. Right. Like I said, I pray for my LA County people. Hopefully, people that's not, that did evacuate to go to the evacuation areas when it comes to recreation centers, also hotels and everything, and also them saving the families and everything. But yeah, man. Right now, and then during the election too, I don't remember there was a proposition when it comes to forest fires as well that I can't remember that I voted on. So there was no propositions, to put more money, to help on these type of conditions when it comes to forest fires.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, that's why I said it did get passed. It did get passed.
Right.
The funding did get passed, but remember it takes a while for it to enact. But you're right. It did get passed. Yes.
Okay. So, but going to Governor Newsom, when it comes to these fires and everything, I think he's doing a terrible job, and I think we need somebody else to really clean it up because, it shouldn't be like right now. It shouldn't be like this. Like, when it comes to fires, it should be, everything should be cleaned up by the morning time. But to hear that we have no water in these fire hydrants and everything, or not getting the water from the Pacific Ocean, from the helicopters and dumping it dumping it into these fires and everything. Yeah, it's very weird to me, but right now, like I said, in my area we're safe, we're cool. Majority of LA County is cool. It's just where the fires are over there by Pasadena, which is still kind of suffering right now. And I pray for the people that's there that they evacuated and they're in a nice, safe environment.
Yeah, but still make sure you still cover up your nose, like I say, because that smoke.
Wear your mask.
You inhaling that every day. Yeah. Wear a mask because I'm not a doctor. Of course, you always go see a physician to make sure that everything goes well with your health. But you got to make sure you cover up your nose because that type of smoke, inhaling that every day, because it's gonna take several days for it to clear up because that's a massive fire and the way they're working, it's not looking good. So Hakeem, I don't know. You want to read some of the comments? Lower part spike protein, put it in the chat, and other people as well. But yeah, this is very concerning to me because there's a lot of people that live in the Los Angeles area, and that's not good. That's not good at all. And FEMA, I'm with Lost by Protein. FEMA hasn't been doing a good job for several years now, so I'm not surprised with them. But not only that, but Lost by Protein said they did make it a national emergency, but it seemed like they're fighting with each other, and this ain't the time to fight.
Yep.
Newsom and Trump and Biden, it's not right now. Ain't the time. It's the time to get these people, make sure these people are safe. That's all it's about.
Which is weird because, like I said, even with remember with the hurricanes hit Florida and they hit the Carolinas.
Yeah, they was fighting and
they was fighting the governor and the Biden and the governor and the Kamala Harris was fighting. It was like, yo, it was like, why is y'all fighting for him? You gotta help these people out. Put the money in so we help these people out. That's weird to me.
Yeah, man. But and now that Lost by Protein say he been in 2-3 fires.
Yeah.
And man, it takes a strong man to do that. Because I'm being honest, I'm out of there. I'm not. My house go, it just go. I was same thing. Now, if my children was in the house, I'm going in that fire. But I'm just saying, if those to me is materialistic things, you can get it back. It's just your life, you just can't.
Yeah.
And it's sad because I understand Hakeem and Jordan. You work so hard to get there. You're like, man, I spent so much money 1.2, 1.3, $3 million to live in
Especially a
that
house in
area.
California now. That's gold. That's your treasure.
Exactly. And you tell me, man, I worked so hard to get here to live in the Los Angeles area. Now my house is gone. But my good sir, you know, your life is more important, man. Very important. So yeah, man. Well, prayers do go out to you guys. And like I said, just make sure, because you know some people do got asthma. Make sure you get into to a good area that you can breathe. Because man, Jordan, I don't know how you do it, man.
Hey, man,
Well, you dealt with hurricane, you dealt with snow. So this one here is like
I dealt with all the natural disasters. So
yeah, pretty much.
I'm when it comes to natural disasters, I'm experiencing it.
Boy, you're about to be an expert. You've been to next you think you gonna be like, yo, I'm chasing twisters. You know what I'm saying? Boy, you've been through all the snow, flood,
Blizzards,
man.
Hurricanes,
Blizzards,
earthquake.
Man.
And also, was it 2 years ago we had an earthquake in the last year. 2023. We had a tropical storm and we had an earthquake happen in the same day. Crazy.
Yeah, but California people, because I know they liberals over there in California do better in the voting system. Take voting very seriously. Y'all putting, I'm just being honest. They putting people into office that ain't, and they supposed to be liberal, ain't doing nothing really for them.
I remember this, y'all. Last time we had a Republican governor. Y'all remember who it was?
No, Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
Correct. That was the last Republican governor we had, and after that, it's been all Democrats.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to the 20 people that are right now watching us on X. Shout out to like 30 people right now watching us on YouTube. Like that. Shout out to those watching on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch, and also Rumble. Guys, make sure you follow. So very important for you guys to follow so you never miss it when we go live. Hey, Lady Patriots right now holding us down over there on the Rumble's world. Lady Patriots is holding us down. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Right now, you already know we're about to get ready to hit the hour mark. The main topic of the show. Go right ahead, Jordan.
Let's go. Let's get into it. So as we guys know, the Fox Sports with the skip beds with Joy Taylor is still kind of trending, and people that used to work there, they kind of put their two cents in. Majority of Marcellus Wiley and also Jason Whitlock, but Marcellus Wiley, he was there at the time. With Speak for Yourself, and also with the transition of when Jason Whitlock left, Speak for Yourself. That's when Emmanuel Ocho came. And then he worked with Emmanuel Ocho for like 2 years. And after that, he bounced out. And he was really discussing, when he read the law, he kind of saw what happened and everything, but there was a particular part on the lawsuit that he saw that said, wait a minute, that he didn't know about, but now he know about, and that he might take the action to sue, that he could take action to sue FS1 because they believe that not just that Joy Taylor and Emmanuel also kind of tried to push him out of there, but one of the big guys was trying to push him out too, which it could be which Marcellus Wiley could take him to legal action and possibly sue as well, which he does have in mind. So today he was on a show with Jason Whitlock on Fearless Show, and Kyler really break it down about the lawsuit, and also Jason Whitlock and when Marcelli was there, they were kind of seeing, pointing out, what they saw and what they read the lawsuit, and they kind of tell their truths about FS1. So go ahead, Hakeem. Go ahead and play the clip. Start at the 7-minute and 47 mark, and I'll let you know when to stop.
I read this 42-page lawsuit, and nothing in there kind of surprised me. I heard you say that you were unaware of the rumors about Charlie and Joy. I was not unaware of that. So nothing in there really surprised me. But when I read that in February of 2020, or perhaps March of 2020, Nusheen, the hairdresser, went out to lunch with Joy and Emmanuel Acho. I was like, oh, wow. February 2020, I know what I was doing. We were on, me and Marcellus were doing the show together, but Emmanuel Acho and Joy Taylor were meeting, and it's not crystal clear if they were talking about Speak for Yourself at that time, but they were talking about obviously working together, and someone put that meeting together so that they could work together. And then Nusheen says that later she sees Emmanuel Acho in the building, and I'm thinking, well, this must be around September. I had left, and now he's working there. And Joy says that, I want him to have me on Speak for Yourself. And sure enough, in 2022, that comes to fruition. Anyway, I just wanted your reaction to Elias. Oh, wow. There was some long-range plans being concocted, perhaps as early as February of 2020.
Yeah, I'm glad we're having this conversation, you and I especially, because it's therapeutic. I think it's really crystallizing for me some of the machinery that was at play, some of the moves, the mechanisms, because I just thought it was like in football, like in sports, you lose an opportunity. Hey, the younger running back that's cheaper is going to be the guy that probably takes your job. He's a quarter of the payment and half as good as you, something like that. So I never looked at Acho in a negative light. This lawsuit brought a lot of things home for me that I never thought of. So for you, the thing you didn't know was that Acho and Joy were plotting for our show. I did know that. What I didn't know, allegedly, was the fact that Charlie Dixon was involved with Joy Taylor romantically. If I had known that then it would have made sense of all of not only the movements, but the power that came from those movements. Because it's one thing to go to lunch with somebody and say, I want my own show. Yeah, I'm sure that happens every single day for somebody out there in talent. But to actually make it come to fruition, that takes a different level of pull. So I've always known that Acho and Joy Taylor allegedly, in rumor mill, were romantically involved. I also know from two different talents at Fox that are still currently there that, hey, Marcellus, look out. They plotting on you, big dog, because everybody there I have a good relationship with. We all on different schedules. So I always knew for 2 years, and it really put our relationship, Acho and I's relationship, in a weird place, because for 2 years, I knew what he was trying to do, but I had the football mentality and spirit of, if you take it from me, it wasn't mine in the first place. So then when it occurred, I ain't think twice about it. They gave me other opportunities. They gave me things that they knew I would deny. You know how it goes. They give you offers that they know you won't accept, and that's their way of covering themselves in terms of, hey, well, we tried, but you didn't really try because you knew you didn't give me something competent. You didn't give me something that was of my ilk. They didn't give you an opportunity to take advantage of our show that was growing at the greatest rate of all the shows at FS1. So when I read that lawsuit, I'm like you, I read all 42 pages. I sat there and said, if Charlie Dixon is a part of this, then this is a whole different animal than it was before. And it's crazy enough, man. I did my show yesterday. 2 different people have reached out to me, not just in rumor mill, they say. They're like, nah, that is fact. And I'm like, is it fact? How do you know? And they keep telling me, like, trust me, I know. And that brings us all into a different light, Jason, just to be real with you. You know, both of us, your show is called Fearless, but we roll the same way. It's really disturbing to see that if that is true, that this is how this all went down.
I'm going to ask the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this to stir crap. I'm not saying this to bait you into this. I'm a journalist, and this is what I do in my nature. As it relates to you, I could see someone saying, hey, Marcellus, this is actionable on your part, that you were harmed here. I don't think I could say that, because what the checkmate piece that Fox Sports would put in front of me is like, hey, Jason, we offered you a 2-year deal at the same rate of pay, and you said no. And we offered you this deal, and they'd further argue to me is like, hey, this is in the middle of the pandemic when everything was up in the air, and so we weren't in a position to perhaps offer you the money that the success of the show says you should have. And so they got an airtight argument that, hey, Whitlock, we made you an offer. Based on the way you operate, we knew we were making you an offer that you would refuse, but we made you a fair offer, and you could have stayed, and you could have been still making quite a bit of money, and blah, blah, blah. As it relates to you, I don't know if they could make that argument that you were treated fairly and didn't have your opportunity undermined.
Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. From my position, because it's 24 hours since I truly digested this, and people have reached out. Let me just be real about that. People are coming at me from a lot of different directions, including legally saying, Marcellus, take another look at what you went through. And I'm trying to take that look right now because I know of the influences that were around me. I know what they offered me. And when I say offer, I'm being loose with this, because as you look back on it, you start to realize the first thing they said to me is, we're not doing that show again, and we're not doing it with you. So now we want to do something with you. What can that be? But that right there in itself became a tornado of nothing. Like, we just went around in a bunch of circles to the point where I said, you know what, it's time for me to bet on myself, because it feels like I'm getting a runaround here. Yeah, you know, once I know, I'm gonna let you know. I'm not the type to hide behind it. But yeah, lawyers are reaching out to me because when they saw me get surprised by the allegations, especially the one about Charlie Dixon, they said that is actionable. And now I'm trying to make sure that everything that I went through and everything that I read in that article is actually true. Because the last thing I want to do, look, I've been 2 years removed from it. I didn't try to burn down Emmanuel Acho knowing that he was plotting. Joy Taylor, I still see her all the time. I wasn't trying to burn her down, even though I knew she was plotting. To me, that's just like going to coach after the game, say, hey, you know, if you give me the ball, I get more yards. But when you bring it from another perspective, that coach is actually doing something on the side, and that's influencing his decision more than just the production, just the numbers, that's a different conversation.
I want to be clear with the audience, yourself, Charlie Dixon, anybody that's watching. I am someone who likes Charlie Dixon, was a supporter of Charlie Dixon, and he was a better alternative for me than Jamie Horowitz, who refused to allow me to do a show that was consistent with who I was and my brand. And in my view, Jamie Horowitz preferred guys that would do inauthentic shticks, like I felt like Shannon Sharpe was doing on Undisputed, and Charlie Dixon allowed me to do me. Where I will, and I like Charlie Dixon. I've been publicly supportive of Charlie Dixon when Shannon Sharpe and Stephen A. Smith. Again, I like Charlie Dixon. But I'm also a realist about the game and the game that's being played in television. And so, Marcellus, do you remember, you and I did the show for 2 years, and halfway through it, after that first year, that summer, when we first started showing signs of growth and success, and they put us in a meeting with, I think the guy's name is Ben, and he had written up a booklet and a report on what we were doing with Speak for Yourself. And this whole book that he wrote up took a dump on what we were doing. And I, in the meeting, I'm like, hey man, this is crazy. Are y'all not looking at the ratings? Can you not see the momentum and blah, blah, blah? And I said in private when they tried to walk it back, because let's say, I'm sure they started preparing that book that takes a dump on Speak for Yourself. I'm sure they started preparing that in February or March. And they weren't prepared for what the numbers and ratings were going to say in April, May, June, July. They present this to us, let's say in August. And now the numbers are starting to say like, damn, what they're doing is working. But they had prepared a booklet. And
so that was Marcellus Wiley kind of explaining the depth of, he could probably put on his, he could probably sue FS1 because of the time of the show where, that he kind of knew that, when it comes to Speak for Yourself, it was going to change once, Marcellus was going to leave, because I think, he left after his contract. He went up with his bride. I think he left, but they did offer him maybe maybe a long-term another contract, but I guess what he didn't take it because they'll try to offer you a contract that you probably want to accept and everything. But listening that with Charlie Dixon, which he's the the top from FS1, that he has something to do of putting Joy Taylor into that position, that Marcellus Wiley could actually probably can sue FS1 because of that. So, and that's what Marcellus Wiley found out from reading that lawsuit, that allegedly that Charlie Dixon was involved of putting Joy Taylor with Emmanuel Ocho with the show, while allegedly that Joy Taylor and Emmanuel Ocho was secretly dating at the time between 2020, and I don't know if they still dating now or whatever. But right now, you see on the show that they Joy Taylor and Emmanuel Ocho, they used to be on the show, but now they pushed Emmanuel Ocho to the when Undisputed slot. When they was there, they put him into with LaShawn McCoy, Chase Daniels, and I forgot the other guy, up to the facility. But Joy Taylor, she still will speak with Paul Pierce and Keyshawn. So Marcellus could possibly sue if he found that out, but we'll see. So go ahead, Hakeem, man. What's your take with all this mess after Marcellus found out about the head top that he was involved of making that, putting Joy Taylor to that switch, and he could possibly sue?
I think this has to be accepted. Take your licks like a man and keep it moving. In anything with corporation, this is going to happen. People get undermined. And that's why you always like him going off and doing his own thing was a blessing. It was a blessing in disguise. You know what I mean? Like if he lost any money or if he was publicly shamed or anything like that, then I would say, okay, hit the lawsuit. But hey, man, okay, they took you out the show. We can go back years and see who got taken off. People forget, Fox is owned by Disney. When they got switched over there, a lot of things started to shook up. So I always expect funny shit to happen when you're dealing with corporate.
Not only that, but remember, like you said, Fox is owned by Disney, so therefore, by Fox owned by Disney. Well, let's fact check that real quick. I just want to make sure before we.
I know Disney owns ESPN for sure.
Oh, I could.
No, Fox is owned by Fox Corporation.
Okay, forgive me.
So Disney's owned by ESPN. We want to make sure. So no, not only that, but even though Fox itself, which is Fox News Media, they have their own form of, which is Fox Corporation, they have their own form of media. They can pretty much do whatever they want. So that's why it's no point in him really going for try to seek any form of legal action. It's gonna make him look stupid just because the simple fact is they didn't pick you for a higher position. It is what it is. Just move on, like you said, Hakeem. I agree with you 110%. Move on, move forward, and I that he's doing good with his podcasting. So that's what a lot of people are doing. Ever since the end of Undisputed, a lot of people have been doing their own podcasting, and some people hit and miss, and some people are doing very, very well for themselves. So to me, I think the independence route is the best way to go, and I think a lot of these corporations are starting to see that, and they starting to now what they're trying. Guess what? I came into now what these corporations are also doing too. They allow these people to have their own podcast, even though they're still in the corporation. So just in case they want to leave, they can still shine on their own. It is what it is. It's monopoly. It's no feelings into it. There's no feelings in this game. Now with Joy Taylor, like I tell people, Hakeem, I'm just telling you, if that legal action comes out and she did it, man, you gotta owe everybody an apology.
I will. But I'm standing right behind that good Christian woman.
Hakeem, listen to the rumors because like I said, Jason Wilson said he heard the rumors about it. Marcellus Wiley heard the rumors about it, allegedly, but you know how workplace go. We work in the workplace. You know, there's always rumors of somebody hooking up with somebody.
Yeah.
No matter where you at. And so I don't think that Marcellus Wiley is going to sue. He just kind of put the final piece of the puzzle. It's like, okay, there was an extra person that actually had involved in it. Okay, I put a final piece. Okay. So I can see the full picture of what happened, what's going on, and everything. And that's probably one of the reasons why I left and have my own platform, my own podcast, and everything. But it tells you, I'm just about to say the low spark protein. You know, it just shows you, okay, what is happening to Fox? What's happening to ESPN?
Yeah.
Because look at this, y'all. Like on First Take, there's times when Molly, you know, she might work for a couple of days, and after that, she's off. And then you see sometimes that, you know, Stephen A. and Molly, they get at it from time to time. I'm like, yo, what's going on? And sometimes they be taking underneath jazz of each other. It's like, yo, this don't look good, you know, when it comes to television wise. So, you know, what if Molly Carroll, you know, what if she puts out a lawsuit against ESPN, you know, later on the line, if the chemistry gets teared down more and more and everything. This right here to show me, you know, when it comes to corporate America, you know, for some women like Joe Taylor, who he has some, you know, big, you know what's up and everything, kind of push her, because I look at it like this, you know, she started with Undisputed with Skip and Shannon and everything as the host. And, you know, I thought, you know, I was surprised that they picked her, because I thought they might get somebody like a Carrie Champion or somebody else and everything. She was there for a couple of years. Then she moved to with Colin Cowherd, you know, as a assistant. You know, she spoke with 2 cents there. And then allegedly, you know, she wanted to be on Speak. Your first was called Speak. And, you know, allegedly having a relationship with Charlie Dixon, and also having a relationship with Manager Ocho. I don't know if it's been on the same time. I don't know if it's been separate. You know, we don't know. But it's like I said, it's alleged and everything. And so it just opened up the books. Is like, you know, when it comes to like certain women, if you have like an eye candy type of figure, she's your eye candy to a lot of people, a lot of men. You know, if you have a pretty face, you show a little cleavage, men are gonna watch. They're gonna watch. And so, and usually they put the other women, like the not so pretty women, like for I'll give you a good example. Hakeem, Pam Oliver, you know, she worked the black woman that works on the sidelines of NFL.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she was doing it for over 30+ years. I think she's in the 60s right now. Why we don't never see her on shows like that? Because she's not an eye candy to most people and everything.
No, she's not.
I've been speaking facts.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. I said this too. I said if she was a fat girl with yellow hair, we wouldn't even talking about that. Matter of fact, she wouldn't even be on Fox Sports.
Correct. Correct. So yeah, it just shows that, you know, hey, this is happening. This is what happened at Fox Sports. You know, if you want to climb the ladder and everything. So now it's like, okay, if this is happening, you know, a lot of people know what's happening at ESPN. What's going on, like with First Take and everything, with Martin Carrier on the Stephen A. situation. We might hear something, maybe not, but you never know. You never know.
So Hakeem, you say this is not woman's fault. This is man's fault because our lustful taste for beautiful women.
Yeah. Because we're so shallow.
Hey, I guess with Charlie Dixon, when he saw Joy Taylor cleavage and everything. Oh, so yeah, we're gonna put you right up there. I got you.
Hey, give us some thick girls to put up in them shows, then we won't have sexual harassment anymore.
But to me, that was a man confused me, because first they said we want women to be natural. Now you got a natural woman on Fox Sports. Now you say she slept her way to the top.
Oh my
Which
God.
one is it?
She didn't.
Which one is it? You want the Instagram? You want the sexy red, or you want the natural beautiful woman
also,
to have the image? Huh?
Remember, Hakeem, let me send it to you. So,
that's not Hakeem, Lord Spike Protein. That's not me. Go ahead.
Before I go, I'm seeing this Hakeem. Remember, Emmanuel Acho had a video out. I think it was back in 2021 or 2022 about I'm gonna send it to you. About he was talking about how Joy Taylor, she's like one of the black women who worked her way to the top and everything. And then after the allegation came out, he deleted the video. Go ahead, I just send it to you. Play it. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, shout out to Know Your Worth. She like, too bad I'm not thick. Don't say Lord Price Bros is Hakeem. He's the one. It's not me. I'm telling you, it's him. He's the one. He's the one. Jordan said he's sending to you in the chat. Shout out to 40 people right now watching us on YouTube. Shout out to like 30 people right now watching us on X. Just shout out to you guys on X holding us down. Shout out to those that's watching us on Rumble. We had close to 10 people watching us on Rumble. Shout out to those who are watching us on Instagram. Patrick is watching us on Instagram. Was watching us on Instagram, and also shout out to Daisy, also watching us on Instagram.
They say they know you don't work at FS1. I don't.
I can't work there, but all them beautiful women, he'll go crazy.
Yeah,
go ahead.
So this is the main Arsenal video that he did.
Rehearsal for the new show Speak, and I got to take a moment to shout out my co-host Joy Taylor, a woman, a black woman, daily show. Sports. Do you all realize how hard it is to get into the position that she is in? So often there's misogyny and sexism running rampant in sports, and we don't even care what women have to say in sports. But Joy is not only in the position on television as a woman, as a black woman, but as an opinionist. So not just asking men what they think, but providing her own unique and distinct insight. It's hard to do, and Joy, you have done it. So congratulations. Looking forward to working with you, and hope y'all tune in 4:30 to 6 Eastern every day starting next week. Just got done with rehearsal for the new show Speak, and I got to take a moment to.
So
he worked her way to the top.
Hakeem, do you believe what he's saying? Because he deleted it.
No comment.
You say he deleted it?
He deleted it after the lawsuit came out. He deleted that video.
It makes him look bad. Why would you delete the?
Thank you,
bro. Hey, Lord, my person said it sounded like a hit to me. Why would you delete the video?
That Nigerian boy was simping hard, boy.
Well, he was, but why? How that simping hard? If that's your friend, how can you won't do the same? And they say you simping hard, or you say no, you won't do the same thing.
I won't do the same.
She doesn't know anything about sports, and she learned the game of sports. I think it's good. Don't get me wrong. I know she's naturally beautiful. There's a lot of women that's naturally beautiful, but I don't know, man. Look, know your worth. Know your worth. Say guilty.
My thing is Hakeem and Ronnie. Once she started FS1, she wasn't looking like that, She had her hair straight down.
Yeah.
Look, covered her the shot. Look at her now. She got some, she got a lot more makeup on. She's doing a lot of hairstyles with her, and she's showing a lot of skin too, looking like an eye candy.
Remember, it's sports. Okay, let's be honest here. Let's be honest, guys. Let's be very, very honest. When we watch boxing match, what the first thing that come in the ring? You see a beautiful woman that always come in the ring that say round one.
Yeah. With a bikini.
UFC, same thing, round one.
Yeah.
When you watch sports, the football, cheerleaders, beautiful, gorgeous.
Or WWE.
So you need men love eye candy, huh?
And WWE as well.
WWE as well. See, like they having women wrestlers, and the women wrestlers they look like models. They don't even look like. Remember back in the day? Remember China used to be big, and now they look like very sexual, like because they know men watch it. I don't think it's simping. That's the nature of men. You need to have a beautiful woman there. You got to.
Men are visual creatures.
Even people suggest to us. You saw even people like, guys, y'all should.
We'll cross that bridge. We have this with the subscribers. We'll cross that bridge if you think about it as all three of us.
Hey, look, old Lord Sprite Protein laughing because you know what I'm saying, the truth. Yeah. It's a natural, especially in football. Football, you gotta have beautiful women there. You got to. It's just, you remember, it's a national football league. You gotta have women there.
If we get big, right? Let's say we want to get a woman, right, and she's more of an eye candy. You don't think our ratings will go up?
It will, but
oh yeah. They'll get help more. They be like, yo, get her the mic.
Right.
You will probably never speak again.
Right.
They would definitely be like, yo.
She probably do most of the talking. And she probably have the contract, hey, I've been carrying all the show. Y'all gotta pay me now.
No, I mean, honestly, look at the Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club, you see, they incorporate women, like attractive women, because they know, man, two attractive women, because they know man's gonna gravitate to it. Even it's lust. It is. Lord Sprite said the lustful demon. Gotcha. It is. Even though you know in real life, you know you like the normal girl, it's just like it's just appealing to the man's eye. That's all it is. I don't think. If you ask me personally, I don't think she slept her way to the top. But if it comes out she did, Hakeem, you just owe the people. You owe everybody an apology.
She's a good Christian woman
with big racks. With big racks. Just want to say
they say she might not take over the show like Joe and Payne.
Bye.
Oh man, why high is on something else, man? Like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. And remember, guys, don't go anywhere. Sit back and relax, because you know what it is. You know, Wildin' on Wednesday over there on the Ashton Williams channel. Guys, go over there, subscribe to the brother channel, but don't go anywhere because it's gonna lead you guys right over there to him. Thank you guys for tuning in on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, make sure you follow so you never miss it when we go live. As you can see, we have fun. We're having a good time. You know, you're going to have a lot of laughs. Sometimes we get serious sometimes, but that's what it's all about. And shout out to those also watching us on Rumble and also X. Hey, Hakeem, Lord Sprite Protein said you ain't fooling anybody.
No, this says she's a good Christian woman.
Oh man, I better not find out you follow her on Instagram. I better not find out.
No, I don't.
Yeah, so guys, don't go anywhere. It's gonna lead you guys right over to Wildin' Out Wednesday with Ashton Williams, man. He getting close to 800 subscribers. Guys, go over there and support the brother. Go right ahead, Jordan. Do your thing.
All right, let's go to the next topic. Let's talk about Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, he's really the #1 YouTuber of YouTube. And
of the world.
#1. He makes the most money out of all two YouTubers. He makes the most money out of all of them. So he talks about how, you know, when it comes to people like using his content or selling his content, he doesn't mind one bit. Matter of fact, he said, go ahead and use it, you know, because he's not the type of content creator, because, you know, he put a content down, he'll get 1 million views in about 10 seconds. Simple as that. Because
speak on it, Jordan.
Yeah. And somebody put out a poll about, you know, if people using their content, when you report it or not. And Mr. Beast said, you know, I don't mind it at all. If you want to use my content, go ahead. So I do have a clip about, you know, he talks about people using his content. So go ahead, I can play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up.
You open up YouTube for a period of time, it just felt like, wow, why does every thumbnail look the same with just a different person's face? Subtitles feel the same.
I wish people would, like, there's like inspiration and then there's just stealing. And so many people just steal what I do. Like, so many people literally just put their face on my face. Right. Just take my thumbnail or literally verbatim say what I say at the start of my videos, or like all my things. I did that. I'm just going to do it.
We got some, so we talked to the author of the book Steal Like an Artist about this topic.
So many people have recommended me that book. I haven't read it yet.
It's a great book. It's about like what you're saying, like everyone steals from someone, right? Everyone's inspired from someone.
Exactly.
But his advice was to go back further. Like if they want to copy you, try and figure out who you were inspired by. Mm-hmm. Try and figure out like all the way back, what's like the lineage of this inspiration, which I think is interesting.
And so when you open up YouTube for a period of time, it just felt like, wow, why does every thumbnail look the same with just a different person's face?
Yeah, because usually, you know, the top content creators like a Mr. Beast, you know, when it comes to like thumbnails or how he operates his videos and everything, you know, a lot of people, you know, they want to either steal it, copy it, or try to, you know, use it and probably try to put it on their content and see if it works for them as well. Because when it comes to YouTube, it's really like a copycat lead. I remember, you know, with Fresh and Fit, they was booming. There was other people trying to you know, do the same thing as Fresh and Fit, but it wasn't. They fell at it because they didn't have like a person like a Myron Gaines or Fresh at the time when, you know, when before there was monetized, they were making so much money. So Mr. Beast, he doesn't mind it and everything, you know, as long as it makes money for you, it's totally fine. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take on Mr. Beast?
No, thank you so much, Jordan, that we're about to cover this because this is actually good for content creators and for people to understand. It's okay for people to use your content. Why? It brings visibility, traffic, influence, and makes you go viral. Mr. Beast understands the game. That's why he's the #1 YouTuber of the world. This coming from the 1% who makes close to $1 billion a year off of YouTube. So if he's telling you this, and you have content creators that have small channel want to strike somebody else, you're not getting it. You're missing the mark. Hell, we'll tell people right now, use our content, review it. Go ahead. You know why? It's going to bring visibility. It's going to bring traffic to us. That's the whole point of it. We helping each other. We helping each other grow. Let's review. Shout out to Nightish. That's what I'm saying. Review other people's content. It's supposed to bring traffic, not only to you, but also to everybody else. It's going to build everybody.
Yeah.
That's one thing people fail to realize, and that's why I used to get mad, especially at the Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club, I was talking to my girl about that today. We were talking about the Breakfast Club. One thing about the #1 fall for the Breakfast Club, I'm being honest, they'll strike anybody that use their content. I'm like, no, why would you do that? Because it's gonna bring people more to the Breakfast Club on YouTube. Breakfast Club right now is not even hot anymore. Another one too, Hakeem, Joe Buttons, another one. Joe Buttons, he won't allow other content creators to use his content. He will strike anybody's channel. That's why nobody really talking about you anymore.
No. Nobody cares.
The way YouTube worked and always been worked, it was people using other people's content. And then now that content creators be like, go ahead, use it because it brings traffic to, even if it's good, bad, or negative, doesn't matter. It's gonna bring people right back to him. And I think that's why Mr. Beast, he's trying to help other content creators because he want other people to win. He want other people to go where he's at. That man make, like Jordan, like you said, he drop a video in 1 second is already over 2 million. I never seen that. Junk is incredible. But look what he do. He's helping other people, and that's how you make other people win. Shout out to Mimi, that's also put it. So, you know, use it. Go right ahead, Akeem, your commentary.
I'm very big on that too, man. I think we here, like you say, we welcome anybody to go to our back catalog, use it, remix it. And there's a lot of people in this space who is using that copyright strikes. They kind of the reason why I kind of distance away from myself, because that's just not non-cypher. So I don't want to collab with nobody who I know use copyright strikes.
And to me, it's pointless because they don't understand how YouTube works. They still get a cut out of it. If you use somebody's, you still get a cut. If the person's monetized, you still get a small percentage of it.
Yeah.
How much the person made. Like YouTube's give you a small percentage of it.
Basically.
And that's why I said, what's the point of the copyright? But go ahead.
So we're not going to evolve and elevate as content creators if we don't work with each other. And if we don't remix and master stuff. This is the same thing with people in music. And us sampling the old music from back in the days. The only reason why music's still alive up until this day, there's certain samples that have been sampled so many times because the person just allows it, that it keeps that you want to go back and listen to the old one. So I always tell people like, yo, it's just be on the up and up.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, but like I said, when I look for tops and everything, we learn from some things too. Like there's certain contents, like certain videos that I try to get that we might play, and then right after the video is either maybe an hour, 2 or 3 hours, or the next day. That
we got to take it down.
Yeah, that'd be like a copyright claim that we
got to edit it out. Come on,
you got to edit it out just because we can't use it and everything. And the thing is like, we do, like I said, when I try to find, a video, a certain topic to use a video for, it's not just to help us out, but to help them out as well, because they get a viewership they're not just getting viewership from their channel, they get viewership from our channel, and they can go straight to their channel, they can subscribe and send super chats and anything like that and everything. So I don't get that, but come from Mr. Beast, one the top, literally the number one person in the world when it comes to YouTube. He doesn't mind it, man. Because you see how lucrative of a much amount of money you can make from YouTube, and he's not just like the person like, hey, I'm selfish. No, if I can make this type of money, why not everybody else can make this type of money I'm at as well? And I see nothing wrong with that, because YouTube, you can make that type of money.
Now that, but shout out to True Never Favorite that's also in the building. Happy to New Year to you too as well, Big Dog. I see you on the panel as well. Now that, but shout out to Abby Wody that's also in the building as well. That was Akeem. That was I told you, man. I love haters. Hey, Lord Sprite, don't block them. Don't block them. Don't block the haters. Leave them in here. We need a viewership. I love it. But go right ahead. True.
My brothers, how are y'all doing, man?
Good.
Doing well.
Everything. How was y'all 2025 so far?
It was blessed.
Going great.
It was good. Yeah, coming in good. Yeah.
Coming in good. All right now. All right, where we at today? What Marcellus talking about?
Oh man. Man, we left that one like 30 minutes ago.
30 minutes ago.
So I'm just going from the backtrack. So he's talking about the situation with Joy in them, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, how do y'all feel about that situation?
Hakeem, go ahead. You can go first.
I think she's a good Christian woman that shouldn't be.
Exactly. Now we can move forward. That's all I wanted Hakeem to say.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna leave that there. Okay.
We're gonna leave it just like that.
Hey, I'm fine with that. I was talking about Mr. Beast and the YouTube situation.
Yeah.
Correct. That's what we were talking about. Yes.
So,
do you saw the video or no? You didn't see the video.
That's why I was about to fill me in with that.
We don't have to play it. We can just make it real brief. So, Mr. Beast is getting content creators a pretty much free game and telling them that how they can reuse his content, so they can review it, they can edit it, they can clip it, they can do whatever they want with it, because it's a good way to also build their channel and also to build him. We'll go right ahead.
Now you see that, and that right there is rare. And that's why I said there are some people that they actually are considered other people. They actually want other people to rise and to have what they have. You know what I'm saying? In this type of situation, everybody could eat in this space, bro. I said there's two things we can do that nobody don't never do, that it could easily, everybody can have the numbers. Everybody would be getting paid every day. Everybody would have everything that they need. But we so selfish. We so trying to, it's still the crab mentality. It's still trying to step on the next person. Bro, the first thing I said, we do super chats and we do cash apps, right? You want super chat to be seen, send I think the minimum you can send is 99 cents, right? If say like you had $20, you're gonna send $20. Bro, send the 99 cents and send the other 19 so the person can have their money right there and there to the cash app, bro. Instead of having YouTube take their 30%. That's number one. And that should be a reoccurring theme that will help everyone. You see what I'm saying? You still will have your thing lit up in red, and that person will get majority of their money. The second is all it takes is one click on when you see the notification pop up, come to the channel, click on it. Let's say another person is on, come to the channel, click on it, like it. Another person, come to the channel, click on it. Each time you come back in there, it's another viewership. You see what I'm saying? We got all these tabs up on our computer that we can line up and have all your shows playing. Just click on it. If everybody clicking on all their shows and liking it, just do the math, bro. And it really be that simple that everybody would get their viewership, they would get their likes, they would get their considerations consistently. But nobody want to even take the time out to do it. And it's those two simple things.
Yep. And I think that's why Mr. B, I think now he gets it. And I think you see a lot of content creators right now are struggling to to build an audience. So he said, you know what? I have so many people. I think last year, if I'm not mistaken, his total views over his channel generated over 24.4 billion views.
Jeez.
That's more than the world's population. If I'm not, I could be wrong though, but that's more than the world population. When it came to you,
1 billion people.
So if he's telling you that someone that mastered the game, that mastered YouTube, and is telling you like, hey, we should be able to use other people on content. Not only that, but do reviews about it, have fun with it. It's gonna bring you visibility at the end of the day. That's what I always told people. That what people fail to realize. The only reason why Cam Samuel got big, and I always tell people that people will review his content.
Yep.
It was on Wall Star. It was on Shade Room. It was everywhere because people was reviewing it. So people were like, okay, let me go check it out. Fresh and Fit, same thing. Reviewing their content. But I think what happened is everybody now say, you know what? I drop a video, you use my content, I'm gonna flag you. I'm like, that's the problem.
Yeah, what's up with that? What happened? Like that's what I'm trying to understand. First of all, somebody has to come to your channel. They have to watch it because obviously they gotta find out what part of your content they want to use. So they gotta like it because they want to consistently come get your channel, and then they gotta watch it. There go your view. So like you said, each time that you're allowing somebody to do it, that's somebody coming to view your thing. Your numbers going up.
There you go, Drew. It's a numbers
game. Yeah. So you think you're doing something by being selfish, but if you wasn't selfish, like you said, your numbers would go up anyway. Man, it's crazy.
No, because they think, I want everybody to myself. But Mr. B just said who generated 24.4 billion views is telling you the game. You gonna go against that? Go ahead, Hakeem. What you were saying? We can't hear you.
You muted, Brody.
I say I'm agreeing with everything you say, man. We supposed to grow in this space, like, and this is what is all that Indian mentality, that chief mentality. Like, oh, it's not enough. This is the reason why Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence never got along and not really wasn't able to get no money because everybody worrying about who's gonna take much from everybody. Come on, man.
Yeah. Nah, go ahead. I tell people, go ahead, review the content. Go ahead. I don't care. I mean, we don't over here. We don't care. Just go ahead.
Yeah. Go
These
ahead.
guys don't know what they're talking about. Okay, that's cool. Do what you do. And I'm telling you, that's how you grow your platform.
Yeah,
that's how you get visibility.
Let me share something with your audience. Every time I come over here, and I haven't used it yet, but this is why that these guys are solid. This is why I love these guys. This is why I appreciate these guys. This is why I'm always going to support. Every time I have been over here, they have taken the time. They have taken the time to clip what I say and send it to me without me even asking.
Yep.
Without 100. Me even asking.
Yep.
Without me even asking. Like that, like that's why I said there are certain people, and we don't support these type of people enough. And this is why we don't have enough of these type of brothers like Ron, like Keem, like Jordan, because it's like, damn, like I'm the person that the world needs, and it's like I'm not even appreciated. And this is why I will always come and tell them I appreciate them, because just the simple fact of not even you have to even ask for it, they're doing something to help.
Yeah, you don't.
Y'all never heard of saying? Oh, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to say this one point. Y'all never heard of saying they say bad press is good press?
Yes, sir. Yes,
say less. Go ahead, Hakeem.
But like, art is for everybody to enjoy. What if you take my art and flip it, and somebody can able to enjoy it even more? I might not have. I did it one way, you did it better, or something like. This is what life is all about. We supposed to make art together. We supposed to work with each other and elaborate. So you don't have to. Like, I wouldn't want nobody. I make art for everybody to enjoy and maybe remix it and do something else. I don't want you to be like, oh, I can't use his stuff, or I'm beefing with him. I'm a copyright striker. Come on, man.
Prime example, look at Sexy Red. The reason why you think why Sexy Red is so big? People fail to realize why she's so big. People make fun of her. They say she trash, she smells, she got diseases. They say all these things. She's one of the biggest artists right now.
Yeah.
How that's even possible? Because of the amount of bad press she got her so much into the algorithm. Now anything she posts is going viral.
She said, "Oh, I want to review."
Or cooking with Kyrie, cooking with Kyrie or Kyra, I think one of them. Same thing with her. Kaya. Same thing with her. Everybody was bashing her. Oh, this girl, she's a this and this and this and that. This girl now going viral. This girl already got 1.6 million 1.6 million subscribers on Instagram.
He went from, I think it was like 10, like it was like probably 10,000 to 1 million in a week.
People don't understand the game. You got let people review your content. Go right ahead.
It was insane. It was insane.
You want to grow? You want to build audience? Let people review your content. Yeah, Jenny says, me and Hakeem and Joy, we already stated, yeah, y'all can use our content. Go right ahead.
I don't even know why you even asked. You should have been did it. There's plenty of people done clipped and review. We never say nothing.
There's people that clip and review Hakeem already, and Hakeem just laughed.
I laugh at it.
Me and Jordan be telling Hakeem, let's review it. He don't want to do it.
No.
And Tubi, he don't want to do it. You be telling him he don't want to do it. He be like, no, look, he's shy. He said, no, I don't want to do it.
Hey, y'all can do it on y'all channel. I don't want to be.
And then the guy, too, the guy generated over 10,000 views already. And Hakeem didn't even strike him anything. He said, he just laughed. He just laughed about it.
No, make your money, man. Listen, that's 10,000 people that didn't know me. So they
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. It's crazy, but yeah.
But like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Shout out to True, guys. Also subscribe to True channel. True, drop your channel in the link. Drop your channel in the chat. So we go over there and promote you on X. We got like over 60 people watching us right now on X. Shout out to those that are watching us on Rumble, Facebook, IG. Thank you guys so much. YouTube, thank you guys so much. And not only that, another thing too, because I want people to make it clear. YouTube is having an issue right now with the viewership. I don't know what's going on, because me and Hakeem and Jordan, we can actually see the number in the back.
Yeah.
That's why when the guy, because you know, we got haters. They're like, there's only 2 people watching, but if you actually click the numbers if you look in your analytics, go for people that are getting into content creation. When you're on the live stream, all you gotta do is click on your analytics. It's gonna show you the people that actually are watching your channel currently.
Okay.
So even if it's show 1, they're having a problem with that. Like, I don't know what it is. They're just having a problem. Because I told Hakeem and Jordan, I think what it is now, because YouTube is doing a new feature with the vertical live. So I think they want people to use the vertical live instead of using the old feature, so you can't actually see your numbers. But if you click your analytics while you're on the live, you can actually see the actual number. That's why I told Lower Spike Protein, leave that person's comment there, because it's just show you the person don't really know content. You don't really do your homework. Do your homework, you'll see the actual numbers.
Right.
Yes. So that's free game. That's what I'm saying. We help each other out.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
Yeah.
So people now know. So Ashton, when you go live, Genesis, when you go live, Safari, when you go live, and even YouTube, when you go live, you can actually see the actual number.
Okay.
All you gotta do is just click your analytics. It will show you who actually is
you
watching the channel
watching,
now.
yeah.
Because right now on our side, it shows 66 people watching our channel right now on YouTube.
Okay.
So
I don't know what's up. Because when the show ends, you normally see the number. It doesn't match the live because there's having an issue with that. I don't know what's going on with that, but it is what it is.
That's
that being said, yeah, exactly. That being said, we just want to make that clear. Moving forward, go right ahead, Jordan. Do your thing.
All right, let's go on to the next topic. Let's talk about this mother. She went off on viral. So her son went on a date. I guess his son is a young man, teen guy, and he came back telling her mom, you know, my date used me as a free meal. And once she found that out, she went off. She went viral. She went on the internet, said her piece, and went on. Boy, I can't play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
The first restaurant he gonna take you to, what's the last restaurant your daddy took you to? Because you shouldn't be coming to him to be your daddy. That's not his role. It's a first date. I want y'all to bring that down to level 3. Y'all way on 10 with this foolishness and want to embarrass somebody. My second question is, have you ever been anywhere? Where do you take yourself? Let me see your checkbook registry. Let me log into your bank account and see what you feed yourself on a regular basis. Where do you take yourself for lunch or dinner? That's the next question I want you to answer. And then the third thing about this, come on back over here because I need you to understand what time it is. A real lady is going to be there for the purpose of what it's for. She's not looking for food because she's hungry that she can't afford so she can take it to go and get a doggy bag. I'm going to wrap this up to go. Why? You ain't going to have food tomorrow? That's a poverty mindset. So a first date, again, is to get to know the person, to hang out, have fun. Y'all should be laughing and talking. It don't need to be a steakhouse. We don't even know if you worth a steak. You might just be worth a piece of bread. So ladies, young ladies, grow up. Get some maturity about yourself. And him about the first restaurant he gonna take you to. What's the last restaurant your daddy took?
Can't go mama. Mama, she talking.
Boy, she preaching. Boy, she cooking. Woo, that been a while since I had a strong black woman like that.
Woo,
been a while. Go right, go ahead, Hakeem, ready to speak. Go ahead.
Hey, I talk about this all the time. This is why you got to find you a good Christian woman, and you got to date responsibly and discernment. If you already talking that fancy stuff, I know you just want a meal. You know what I mean? Then you a leash. You know what I'm saying? But men nowadays, we do it to our own selves because we want to stunt. We want to show the girl that we can spend some money. You know what I mean? We want to show that we can ball out when really it's not all about balling out. You find a woman you can connect with. Because here's the thing where women mess up at. You trying to get the money on the front end, but don't worry about the money on the back end. You not prioritizing that money, a man is going to spend more money on you over the lifetime of your relationship. Instead of you trying to get a T-bone steak in the world too great. So
I'm being honest, I don't really have a reaction to it. That mother was cooking.
She know your work bag.
I was gonna ask her what's for Sunday dinner. She was she was on fire. You know why? Because I think she's reading comments, she's seeing videos online, and she finally speaking truth to these ladies. They need to understand the game out here. Facts. Go right ahead, Jordan. Oh, Jordan, know your work. Say, you know how old is her?
No, how old is he? She talking about the young man.
Oh, is
he? It doesn't say, but looking at him,
he could be in his 20s.
in this. I'll say between 18 to 20, 21.
You're supposed to get used for a meal. That's how you start to learn.
That's true. But yeah, Mama was speaking. Hey, I can't say nothing more of this. She was speaking facts. Like, you know, if you want to go to a lady don't ask you like that. Lady don't ask you, hey, give me a steak and everything. You know, if you don't give me a steak or some shrimps or some, you know, some not tilapia, but what's that? Salmon, all that type of things, for her. And then if you ain't doing that, you know, you're gonna try to climb it and everything. No. You know, if you want to, like I said, as young people, it's not about the food. It's y'all about to get your nose on the talk and have some fun. It ain't about no damn free. Try to eat and have a free meal. She said, you try to take fun to go to a dog bed, you try to eat tomorrow. No, some of these winners, they got their heads screwed up. You know, when it comes to the date, it's about knowing the person, not about spending hundreds of dollars on a steak. Going to Steak 48 or go to Ruth Chris and, you know, try all these type of steak fillets on the top of things. So my was on point on it.
Go ahead, True. Your commentary.
Listen, let me tell you something. That is so far that would be the clip of the year. That mother is a damn hero. You hear me? That boy now, unless he is ignorant, ain't no woman going to be able to put nothing over on him. And this is how mothers should be, making sure they put their son on the game of how women are. These are the women that we need out in this world. These are the mothers we need out in this world that will make sure that her son understands what a woman is and what a woman isn't. What a decent woman is and what a decent woman isn't. I've said it time and time again. I don't date. I don't do the dating thing. It's courting. There's no mandatory situation where we're going to dinner. There's no mandatory anything dealing with my pockets because you're not my wife. You're not my wife. If we choose to go out anywhere, just like I tell my daughter, and I prepare my daughter if she chooses to go anywhere with her friends, male or female, she knows that she has money and she knows that she has my Cash App that if she needs more money for her dinner, she has that. The guy or girls that she with, they is not to pay for her dinner. That is not an obligatory thing. And that is the standard. Your husband is what pays for you and takes care of all your bills. And you want for nothing. Your husband, because that is his responsibility. There is no man on this planet that you do not have his last name, that he is responsible to do anything for you. He is not obligated to do anything. There should not be a mandatory for him to do anything. And if you don't understand it as a young man, then you wasn't raised by a father. And I'm so glad that if he doesn't have a father, his mother is actually putting him on game because she understands how a woman moves. She understands their mindset. So that any way that, you know, that they recognize and see that he's being raised as a good man to treat women good and everything, they will go try to use him. And she's letting you know, yes, I raised you to be respectful. I raised you to love women. I raised you to treat women good. But understand, I raised you to do that with a woman. A woman is not going to tell you, oh, you need to buy me a steak, or I need to box this up to go, or anything like that. And she's 1,000% right. That woman's a daggone hero. And shout out to the mothers that protect and love their sons and are raising them the right way and putting them on game out here. Because the game is the game. If you're not hip to the game, you're gonna get got. And honestly, tell you the truth, I'm not mad at a girl for doing what she did. Because it's the game. It's up to the mothers to say, hey, this is what you gotta look out for. It's up for the fathers. Hey, son, this is what you gotta look out for. Because everybody's gonna try to get what more out of somebody what they can. Everybody's trying to get over on everybody. Everybody's trying to use each other. The goal is to not misuse each other. And sad to say, in the midst of we using each other, sometimes we misuse each other because we're not considerate. She's a hero, bro.
Big facts. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Also, now we will be going live on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which will be our vertical live. It's not going to be as long as our normal live stream on Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. It'll be normally like 1 hour. We testing it out, see how things go, and see how you guys like it. So we would love you guys' feedback on that too when we go live Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thank you guys so much for coming through, showing love and support, especially you, True. Thank you so much for coming on the panel. You know, you always grace us with your presence, always showing us manhood. And, you know, it's good to see that you're doing well. The new year started. Are you cold over there in Maryland? Maryland?
Oh, yeah,
and
bro.
Baltimore?
It snowed bro, we got snow. And we got a lot of it. So, yeah, I've been trying to keep warm.
I got to call my homeboy up there. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we snowed in. It's funny that you know about it. Yeah, we got snowed in.
Yeah, no, because I've been listening what's going on right now. Y'all dealing with snow, California dealing with fire. You see the difference?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's in the wrong place. See, that's crazy.
Right, snow over here, fire over there. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, you know, because I know Baltimore about to have a big game on Saturday. Yeah. I know people like, so you know. Well, I forgot what team you had. You Pittsburgh, right? No,
it was. See, I'm a Kirk Cousins fan, so I was.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did.
But, he kind of struggled with Atlanta, and they benched him. So I think he's going to probably get moved by the end of this year or something like that.
Okay, man. But great to see you, big dog. I know you still doing your podcast thing. I was saying, put your link in the chat. Put your link in the chat, so we'll make sure to give you some form of exposure. Yeah, the fire. We talked about the California fire earlier, so you can watch the replay. It was, you know, Jordan spoke about it. Jordan actually did a video. He actually did a video. It was on his story. So if you follow him on Instagram, if you don't, I think Hakeem has sent it to you. It was crazy. It looked like it was like the movie, like the apocalypse movie. It was that's how dark it was. I was like, what in the world? When I saw Jordan thing, I was like, no, it's real. I felt like, you know, because you know now Jordan with AI, you don't know like if it's true or not. You know, people be faking stuff now. But when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh. You know, we talked about everything, Sophia. Yeah, you missed it. We talked about the budget, what's going on over there in LA, how they don't have enough budgeting for the fire. It's bad. We feel bad for the people in LA right now in California. It's really, really bad. So yeah, it's 40 right now. They say tonight's supposed to be our coldest. I believe so. What, like Hakeem, 30 to 20?
Yeah.
Tonight. And it's crazy because I work tonight. So it is what it is. So I'm gonna deal with a little snow. Oh, you did a little video? Oh, I'm gonna check it out then. You did a little video too. Good. We'll check it out. So guys, make sure you go over there and subscribe to her channel. I know your name changed. So I don't know where so what you have it now? You have it on your TikTok or is it on
Inspires.
No, did you put the video up there or is it on her TikTok? You know, sometimes she posts on TikTok. So I'll say yeah, so if I just send it to me, I'll check it out. I want to check it out because I have my conspiracy with that. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Not only that, but also make sure you guys subscribe to Genesis After Dark. Genesis I Am. She also be co-hosting sometime with the Drip Show. So she going on doing her thing. And Genesis, you like we said, you can feel. Go ahead, use our content. We giving you permission. Go ahead, use it. Shout out to Aston William, the creator of Shiesty Avenger, who will be going live right after us. So guys, sit back and relax. It is Wildin' Out Wednesday. It's gonna lead you guys right over to him. Shout out to Abby Wody. Shout out to Know Your Word. Thank you, sweetheart, for being here. We greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate you. Shout out to Bobby. Bobby, we love you. Cause I know she left. I just want her to hear it. Bobby, we love you. We love you too, Sherry Bryan, and also Sky. I hope you guys are still getting well. I know it's cold. Stay warm. Hakeem, how you like the cold weather? You don't like well, you from Boston.
Yeah. But I haven't been in the cold weather so long. Like it's been getting me sick.
Oh, you sick? Yeah. Make vitamins.
Yeah.
Take your vitamins. And remember, you Haitian. Get some chocolate. You fine. I don't know why you like you getting cold. I'm like, you Haitian. You must get some coffee. Shout out to the lovely co-host Mimi. Oh, not only that, but I heard Texas is shutting down.
Yeah.
Because they having a storm over there in Texas. So they're not even going to work. So I'm glad we still able to go to work. You know, shout out to JK. That's also subscribe to my side. So shout out to the hater. You know, we're gonna give you love and respect. Even though you're a hater. See, we keep the haters here. We ain't gonna let you go anywhere. Thank you, Genesis. I have it. I'll make sure to promote her as well. Not that, but guys, don't go anywhere. Sit back and relax. I'm gonna leave you guys right over to Ashton Wynn. I'm just gonna give you guys the shout out was here. Shout out to you, White High. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your commentary as well. Thank you so much, of course, you, Lord Spike Protein. Thank you so much for Kareem Stevie. Thank you guys so much, guys. Make sure you check out her music. She be having dope music, dope picture, dope everything. She's just dope all around, man. She's just amazing. So guys, make sure you go and check it out. Shout out to those that was watching us on Instagram. Patrick, thank you so much for tuning in. City Boy, thank you so much. Daisy, thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to, you already know, Lady Patriot that was watching us on Rumble. Just in case they go back and watch the replay, I want to make sure to give them a shout out. Shout out to those watching us on X. Thank you guys so much, you guys on X, for tuning into our content. We really do greatly appreciate you guys so much. You guys don't understand. Like, you guys are holding us down over there. Also on Twitch and also Rumble and Kick. Thank you guys so much for tuning in as well. Our viewership is going up over there as well. Thank you guys so much. Snapchat, I gotta give Snapchat a lot of respect, man. I think guys don't
and meet the growing demand for health supplements. With its ability to streamline operations and ensure product consistency.
Hakeem over there, look, Joe. Hakeem over there. He's about to give Katie boot up, suit up. No, shout out to you guys so much on Snapchat. We want to give you guys a lot of respect and love because guys, Snapchat been holding us down. They've been watching our content over there because when we clip them and upload them, they've been watching it, and our numbers been going up. So we want to make sure you give you guys love and respect. I hope you guys can hear us. Thank you guys so much on Snapchat. Thank you guys, man. And I know some of our audience are coming from there as well, so we want to thank you guys so much. Now that, guys, make sure you go to KL Culture Radio description in the description where you can find the KL Culture Radio membership where you become members, help to support the channel. Also, the KL Culture Radio t-shirt, the hat, the coffee mug, the sweater. Oh, I want to say Lord Spike Protein gave us an idea, Hakeem. When the show is over, we'll review in the back. I'll show you he gave us an idea about another hat, another hat design. Oh, so you saw it?
Yes, I've seen that.
Oh, okay, so yeah. And not only that, if there's any way to create bumper stickers.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's another idea too. KL Culture Radio bumper stickers. Mittens. Because it's cold. I don't know if it's too late for that. Because our jackets, they took forever with the jackets. I know at least the sweater came in on time. So, but the jackets take forever. Now that shout out to Sophia for super chatting us. Thank you so much for the super chat. Go ahead, Jordan. You can read the super chat before we get out of here.
She said, shout out to the 20 super chat for Sophia Grace. She said, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you for always supporting the platform. We really do greatly appreciate it. And hopefully we will have our exclusive interviews soon. We don't have to be live, Sophia. It can be pre-recorded. We'll talk about it later. Thank you so much. And also go to KL Culture Radio Community tab. In the Community tab, we can find Prince Hakeem book, Black Love. His book is almost done. So guys, be on the lookout for that. Go right ahead, Hakeem.
I'm working on it this weekend because I got some homework to do. Then we're going to get everything patched up.
Hakeem, I don't know you see Genesis comment. You see Genesis comment before we out of here.
I see that. It is
this right here is love making season. This right here is love making season. Literally, it's cold. People gonna have babies soon. There's gonna be a lot of babies dropping in the summer.
A lot of babies dropping.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. We'll be back tomorrow. We over and out.
Peace.
Peace.